Hey guys, George at SoundTraxx here. Now when it comes to selecting your sound decoders for your models, one of the things you'll notice about SoundTraxx sound is that we've got all of the sounds pre-programmed into the decoder, so you don't need to spend hours in front of a computer searching through files, trying to figure out which one is the right one, and then having to spend a long time downloading it onto your decoder from the internet through an expensive programmer. Nope, all of those sounds are pre-programmed into the decoder so that you can get the sounds you want. I'm going to show you just how easy it is, so let's get started. Now, we're going to start off, we're going to talk about the Tsunami 2. And this actually goes through for our Econami as well, just of course the Econami being our budget, economy, Tsunami sound system. You, pun intended, don't get all the bells and whistles. But the process would be the same. So in this particular locomotive here, I'm going to go ahead and unmute it, and I'm going to go ahead and blow the whistle. Now let's just say that I open this out of the package and I don't know what whistle's on there, but I don't like that one, or I want to change it to match something that's more prototypical. So what we're going to have to do with our Tsunami 2 is we're going to go ahead and use our DCC system. Now your DCC system may vary, so your buttons that you're going to press are going to change depending on which system you use. But we're going to go ahead and use programming on the main. Now if any of you guys are fearful about programming on the main line, go ahead and check out and watch webinar number 4 and webinar number 6 so you can learn more about how DCC works to know that programming on the main is not going to reprogram everything on your layout. But we're going to go ahead and change this program on the main so that way we can get a more quick interpretation and listen to the change. So what you're going to do is you're going to go to our website at SoundTraxx.com. You're going to go under support, and then where you see the documentation link, you're going to scroll down to find sound selection references. And this is where you're going to find all the sounds that are preloaded into each of the decoders. Now in front of me here I have our Steam decoder and in this Berkshire. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and change the whistle. So in order to do that, we're going to go ahead and look. Now our Steam decoders have 90 whistles programmed in so that way you can go through and find the whistle that matches your prototype. So as you scroll through the list, you're going to see a collection of single chime, 3 chime, 5 chime, 6 chime, all these different whistles. But which one's right? Well, the good news is you can listen to them and then change it again. So when we're working with our Tsunami 2 or our Econami, we're going to change CV number 120. So when you look at this sound selection reference, you'll see that here on this Steam decoder, you'll see this whole first page is the full list of all of the different whistles that you can choose from. And the CV value corresponding is selected right next to it. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go ahead, like I said, I'm going to play the whistle that's on it. Now I'm going to go ahead and program on the main. I'm going to change CV number 120. Now looking at my list, I have a cheat sheet here in front of me because I certainly don't remember all of the 90 whistles programmed into it. I'm going to go in here really quickly. I'm going to use this Crosby 5-inch flat top 3 chime, which is whistle number 10. So I'm going to set CV 120 to a value of 10. Now to listen to that, I have to exit out and then we're going to blow the whistle. And you can hear how it's changed. And that's the Crosby 5-inch flat top 3 chime. Let's say, no, that wasn't quite the one I want. Let's go ahead. Let's find this Lunkenheimer flat top 3 chime. Oh, wow, my favorite. Does anybody know where that's referenced from? Click in the description below where you think that comment's from. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and look at the list. So now we're going to go ahead and program CV 120 to a value of 33. And when the injector's done, we'll go ahead and blow our whistle. And you can hear the whistles changed. Now, you can go through all 90 whistles and listen to them and decide which one you like the best. This is where you would want to keep notes, kind of ideas of which whistle you like and which whistles match your prototype, so that way when you're done going through them all, you can then go back to the ones you liked or that matched your prototype. More prototypically, or more accurately, I should say. But in this case, each time Fireman got the boiler pretty hot. That's the safety valve popping off. One of the over 50 different sound effects that this decoder have built into it, so you get a more realistic experience of running your train. Now, as I was saying, to listen to each of these whistles, you have to exit out and blow the whistle so that you can hear it. It won't change it while it's playing, but everything's momentary. So as soon as I release the button, the whistle extinguishes. So each one of those whistles you have to go through and listen and audition, and then go back and change it again or change it back to what you liked. Now, I'm going to show you how easy this is with Blunami. So I'm going to go ahead and grab my phone over here. Okay, so here you can see I'm connected to the Birch. So I'm going to go ahead and go into standard. Now, what the decoder is doing now is it's actually reading all of the CVs that are pre-programmed into the decoder now so that the menus will match in the app what's reflected in the locomotive. So we're going to show you just how easy it is. So again, we have our list, but you know what? I don't need the list. Why? Because the Blunami app has that list there for you. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead, first off, I'm going to turn off low power mode. We're going to go ahead and hit a gear for our settings. Now we're going to go into sound settings. Now the whistle, of course, is considered a main sound, so we're going to go ahead and press main sound. And you can see there on our screen that the Lunkenheimer 3 chime that we chose before is listed there in the app. So I'm changing the CVs in the decoder. I'm not just changing the app, or in this case through the DCC system. So all of those settings are being stored in the decoder. But we're going to go ahead and change it to something else. So this is how easy this is in the actual app. We're going to go ahead and click the whistle, and you'll see there's that same list of all those whistles that we had looked through before on the piece of paper here, just listed here in the app. So again, I'm changing CVs. I just don't know it or care because I'm going through the list to find what I like. So as I scroll through here, you'll see that the Lunkenheimer 3 chime is grayed. That's telling you that that's what it's currently set at in case you forgot. So we can try this L&N Passenger 3 chime. The app automatically played the sound for me, so I don't have to keep cycling back and forth to listen to the whistle to decide if that's the one I want. Let's check this L&N Freight 3 chime. And you can go through this whole list. Here's a Nathan Step Top 5 chime. And you can go through and select. Now, when you're ready and you like what you selected, that was a short one this time. But when you like the whistle you've selected, you can just hit OK. Or if you've decided that, no, I like that old whistle, I'm going to hit cancel. And then what it does is the app will then set the CV back to the Lunkenheimer 3 chime. So when I hit cancel, you'll see that it still says the Lunkenheimer 3 chime. So when I go back to my operating screen, you can hear that Lunkenheimer sound is back in the decoder. Now, when you're going through and doing all of these settings, whether you're using the Tsunami 2 in your CVs, you can change things like the bell. There's over 50 different choices of bell recordings that you can choose from. You've got different exhaust chuffs. You've got 10 air compressors to choose from, 8 dynamos and more that you can go through and choose. Now, if you're not in the app, you can certainly get the Blunami sound selection page here and read through it so you'll know what you're looking at. But ultimately, the app will do all the work for you. So if I wanted to go through and change the exhaust chuff, for example, it's right there at the top. Right now, it's a heavy. I can go through and pick whichever one. Now, of course, the exhaust chuff will play when it's running. So that's not a sound the decoder will play when it's going through the samples here. So guys, I hope this has been helpful for you. Just to show you that we've got all these sounds programmed in. Now, in our Steam decoder alone, we've got 90 whistles to choose from, 54 bell recordings, 10 exhaust chuffs, 10 air compressors, 8 dynamos. You've got 4 different fuel types that you can use to select whether it's wood burning or coal and so forth. You can do a lifting, non-lifting injector, power reverse, manual Johnson bar. You can do a simple conventional rod locomotive. You can do a 3-cylinder sound. You can even set up an articulated with and without wheel slip. And not counting volume in any of those selections, I can create 2.1 billion possible sound combinations. Again, not counting volume control. Because in 1860, as you guys have seen in our previous videos, I have a model of 1860s General that doesn't have an electric generator. So therefore, if I take the dynamo sound and turn it off, technically that's a new profile, but I'm not counting that in that 2.1 billion. So once you factor in diesels, you buy the diesel decoder by family, you get EMD. Now we do have an EMD2, which is a second collection of EMD, but they're all same 645, 710, and 567 prime movers. So you can check out the sound selection references to find out which one is right for you. But other than that, we've got GE, Alco, and then what I call the Land of Misfit Toys, known as the Baldwin and others, where everything else is just kind of fit in there rather than giving you a whole bunch of one-offs. So be sure to check those sound selection references, and if you have any questions, email us at support@soundtraxx.com and we'll be happy to help. Guys, that's everything I've got for this week. I hope this was helpful for you. Now, if you like this content, be sure to give us a thumbs up and a like at the video down below. If you're not subscribed to our channel, first off, why not? We've got lots of great content. We're here to help you. We want you to enjoy your hobby, so be sure to subscribe to our channel. And leave a comment below. If you have any comments, thoughts, be sure to let us know so we can make a video about something that might be a good topic for you. With that, I'm going to go ahead and sign off. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you next time.